Having raised more than $3 billion in 2021 from the likes of Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, fusion developers insist this zero-carbon energy source could be a reality within a decade. It's clear that nuclear fusion can work at scale. Just look at the stars. For 70 years physicists have dreamed of bottling that star power in the form of fusion reactors that would power the electric grid with the same limitless, zero-carbon reactions that make the sun shine. This Holy Grail has long been advertised as just 20 or 30 years away, but fusion fans have refused to give up the faith. And for good reason. Fusion, smashing together hydrogen atoms into helium, promises limitless zero-carbon electric power with zero risk of meltdown and virtually none of the radioactive waste associated with existing nuclear power plants that run on fission, the splitting apart of uranium atoms into smaller elements. The dream inspired Ajay Royan, co-founder of Mithril Capital, with billionaire Peter Thiel, who in 2013 first invested $2 million in Redmond, Washington, based Helion Energy so that it could build a prototype repetitive pulse power machine. Mithril has invested in Helion ever since, including its recent $500 million round, valuing the company at $3 billion, with a promise of $7 billion more if the company's seventh prototype works as hoped. Helion's round was led by Sam Altman of Y Combinator. The year of 2021 was a big one for both fusion financings and forecasts, as developers raised more than $3 billion to fund their next round of machines, with some now promising commercially viable fusion in just 5 years. Royan is happy to see fusion getting more attention. Sure, 2021 may be a turning point for fusion according to Google Analytics, but the real turning point happened a decade ago when power electronics passed a threshold. CEO David Kirtley explains that the initial R&D work behind Helion was done in. Freed from the federal R&D bureaucracy, Helion has been building new prototypes one after another ever since. The startup mentality is not nice to have, it's a requirement, and what we have focused on from the beginning, says Kirtley. In 2020 Helion completed its sixth prototype reactor, dubbed Trenta,